Hello and welcome to ABiQ's The Week That Was, November 20th, 2020. My name's Emil Rademeyer and I'll be your host for this episode. Central Africa. VAALCO Energy announced that it has acquired Sasol's 27.8% stake in the Etame Marin block offshore Gabon for $44 million. The deal also includes Sasol's 40% stake in the offshore block DE8. This transaction takes VAALCO's stake in the Etame Marin block to 58.8%. The global public health community celebrated the end of the Ebola Virus Disease outbreak in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Eastern Africa. The government of Ethiopia plans to sell a minority stake in Ethio Telecoms before July 2021. It will also start the tendering process in December for 2 new telecom licenses. Kenya Railways launched a rail link between the city centre and the Jomo Kenyata International Airport. The Cabinet Secretary for Kenya's Treasury announced that the government is in need of $690 million of debt relief and will take up an offer to defer repayment of some of its debts. This step risks the country's credit rating of being downgraded as a result. The Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund approved an immediate disbursement of $10 million to Somalia. This brings Somalia's total disbursement to about $365 million. The IMF board also approved a $52.3 million loan to South Sudan to help with its urgent balance of payments. The Bank of Tanzania has placed China Commercial Bank Limited under statutory administration, taking control of the bank. The decision was taken as the bank failed to maintain the minimum required capital by law. The Bank of Tanzania said a decision on the correct course of action will be taken within 90 days and ensured customers their deposits will be secured. An high-power delegation led by the Saudi Ministry of State for African Affairs visited Zimbabwe to scout for investment opportunities. The delegation was most interested in the mining and agriculture sectors. Northern Africa. The Executive Board of the IMF has agreed to disburse a further $1.6 billion to Egypt after a part review of the $5.2 billion financing agreement. Egypt has awarded 11 companies 82 concessions for mineral exploration. AKH Gold, Barrick Gold, Centamin, and Red Sea Resources were among the successful bidders. Elections in Libya will take place in December 2021. This was announced during talks in Tunisia aiming at establishing an executive authority that can arrange and oversee elections in the country. The government of Sudan announced a plan to offer concessions for 27 oil blocks. 24 of these are onshore whilst the balance is offshore. Southern Africa. Canadian-based Osino Resources has announced a significant gold discovery at its Twin Hills gold project in Namibia. At South Africa's annual investment conference, commitments for more than $7.2 billion were made. The largest pledge was made by the New Development Bank of the BRICS group of nations. Western Africa. Perenco SA is looking at acquiring a controlling stake in Ivory Coast's Block CI11, currently operated by the consortium that includes the national oil company Petrosi. If the deal proceeds, Perenco will hold a 51% stake and controlling rights to the block. The European Union has disclosed that it has spent more than €260 million to provide access to clean water and sanitation to more than 10 million Nigerians. Moody's Investor Services announced that Nigeria's infrastructure is running behind other emerging markets and requires $3 trillion over the next 30 years for infrastructure development to close the current deficit. For more information on this and other projects, please visit abiq.io. Thank you for watching The Week That Was. I hope to see you next week. Goodbye.